Hi friends, today I'm going to paint this fun little pink tree. So let me find my brush here. I'm going to be using, let's use I've got a Princeton brush here, but I think I'm going to use my Velvet Touch. It's the flat shader number 8. I'm not even sure where I got this one from. This is an Aqua Elite, so either one would work. Just a flat shader, and we're gonna paint a fun little pink Christmas tree. So I am today using my Artisto pads. You know I love, this is the old cover design, but you know I love these little pads, and I keep them all you know, with my color palettes, and I can always refer back to them. So I really enjoy having them in here. This one I will probably gift after I sell, so I will just tear it out on the perforated line. So that's another reason why I love these, and it's just a real thick, nice student grade paper. I think I'm hearing from so many of you that you're enjoying this. And then I'm going to be using, let's see, I'm going to use my Paul Rubens MeiLang palette. You don't have to use this large palette. This one does have the metallics. You can use the 36 set. And as you know, I'm such a fan of these because they're a great student grade palette. I'm, again, hearing so many great things from you guys that you love these. And it's already got a lot of fun pre-mixed colors for you. And then of course I've got my wash and my rinse water in my MEEDEN ceramic water well. Love, love, love. So let's go ahead and get started. And my tissue for cleaning off my brush. All right, so I think the color I want to use is going to be probably one of these purples. I mean, use any one that you really are drawn to. I think if you're using the Winsor Newton, the Opera Rose would be beautiful. Quin Magenta would be really pretty for, hold on, I'm grabbing my swatch here for MeiLang. I think the violet red would be beautiful on this tree, or even that rose red, really pretty. So let's just get some of that on our brush here. And again, I'm using this small number 8 Velvet Touch. As you know, I love the Velvet Touch because it just feels so good. It's got that nice short handle. They're flat shaders. So that just happens to be what I'm using today. And let's look at that color. That's pretty. I kind of mixed that with whatever I've got in my palette there. And we're going to start with a lighter shade, and I'm going to hold my brush not too close. This is really, I think, personal. I tend to hold a little closer to the ferrule because I like that control. The farther away you hold, you're going to have a little bit more movement and play, so it's kind of what your feel is. But I think for beginners, probably you'll feel better holding it a little bit closer to the ferrule. And I'm going to hold it on an angle here, but when you begin to paint, we want to use just the toe or the tip of the brush. And in order to do that, you really should hold it more straight up and down, and then resting my hand here. So I've got about a medium value here, and going to start just working down using the side of my brush here. This is almost going to be a little bit of an abstract tree, I think. And as you see here, I'm kind of playing with some of the values, just meaning I'm playing with how much water I've got in here so I get some different values. I might even add some purple in there. Do a little wet on wet stuff here. I just think it's kind of fun. And this is such a great brush, these flat brushes, for getting these tree type look. And then we're gonna go in and I'll show you, we're gonna add some little bulbs to this. Maybe a little bit of that purple. I mean, what a pretty tree, guys. Wouldn't this be fun to have? I think so. Use a little bit of that violet color, which is pretty potent, so be kind of careful with that. And there we go. So there we go. An easy little tree, and how beautiful. This would be a really pretty card. I think I will touch in with a tiny bit of my brown, and you can use Van Dyke brown, you could use burnt sienna, and I love using brown with these bright, kind of more traditional floral colors. I think it's so pretty together. And doing this wet and wet so that you get this beautiful spread. So we're gonna just make this really quick and easy. I'm rinsing, washing my brush, and then I think down at the bottom here, and you don't really have to do this, but I think what I'm going to add is just pull out some of that just like that. Maybe a tiny bit of purple, maybe some of that brown. There we go. Just to kind of give it some color. Now, I think what I'll do is this needs to dry a little bit. And let's go ahead. It seems like I only use these during Christmas, you guys, because I think the last time I used Q-tips was last Christmas. So what I'm gonna do is I wanna make some little purple balls on here, maybe some gold ones. We'll maybe use this. I've been really using a lot of this royal gold, which it looks like I need some water in there. I did spray my paints, but kind of dried. There we go. Wash and rinse that brush. And then I'm gonna go in and get some of that on my brush, not my brush, on my little Q-tip swab here. And start, these make, you guys, the easiest, most perfect little bulbs. Look at that. Like perfection with no effort. And I'm doing this when this is a tiny bit wet, so that's fine. And then I want to keep this kind of simple, so I think what I might do is let's use maybe a purple. So just getting the tip of my brush in there again. I kind of like using this monochromatic almost look. I've only got a few colors here I'm using. But how pretty and simple is that? And then we might do the little, maybe a little star at the top with, you can use any, matter of fact, we could use this small shader. Let me rinse that off, make sure, yep. And let's just take our royal gold here. And normally I do not go into my paints with the tip, but I just did that really lightly because I want to get the tip there. And I'm going to add a tiny star. Look how pretty. So simple. Now the last thing I'm going to do, because I just can't stand not to use my Mirror Series paints you've been seeing me use, is I'm going to add a little bit of that down in here. And if you get this set, I think you're really going to like all the different paints that come with it. Actually, I'm going to use the lighter one. Let me rinse my brush here and use this one. This one has a little bigger chunks. I just want kind of a, look at that. Beautiful with the pink. Oh my gosh, you guys, can you see that? Look how beautiful that is. And then I think what I'll do is grab my round brush and I'm going to pick up, ooh, let's just keep using that one. And let's just do some sparkles in our tree. Ah, you guys, if you gave this to somebody, they would be so happy and they would not believe that you painted this. If you could see how beautiful this is. And that just took us, what, not even 15 minutes. Look how pretty. Look at all the shine, the sparkle. It's got a little bit of a contemporary feel to it. So pretty, you guys. So I hope you give that a try. I will list my supplies. So I'll list this 8 Velvet Touch, which you know I love the feel, love the length. Princeton brush, and they're snappy, so I like that. Let's see. I don't think I need to list for you Q-tips because you probably have those, but I'll list this MeiLang palette that I've been having so much fun with. And of course, the Mirror series paints there. I will list those. And I hope you guys give this a try. I think it's really pretty and so fun. And you could do a lot of cards because this was relatively easy. All right, you guys, have fun with that. And I will talk to you soon.